Turn on the Well, hello. How are you? We're going to play a little guitar today. Today I'll be playing my Fender Stratocaster. It's Arctic Blue. Has 6 strings on it. I like to use a plectrum when I play. Now, we've had some terrible audio in the past, and I'm going to try to make sure we don't have terrible audio today. And it might be semi-terrible, so bear with me for any terrible sounding audio. I'll hopefully get it right within the next 10 or 15 streams. But I thank you for bearing with me as we give this a try. So I had an idea today. First of all, we're going to go a little slower than usual. We're going to do 100. Had a little idea today. Now, you know what? We'll do 90. Let's go even slower. Had a little idea today. Thought about disassembling a bar chord and making one giant chord. So give me a second. I'll show you kind of what I'm thinking here. Let's see if it works. First, I got to figure out the 4. I'm just going to do 4 chords. So let me figure out the 4 chords. I'm going to do it real quick. All right, so I think we did something like that last time. Let's see if we find something more. Yeah, maybe we'll just do these 3. Yeah, we'll just do 3 today. Why not? Let's do 3 chords today. Let's do it a little different from usual. We'll do 3 chords instead of 4. I like doing 4 chords. It's easy math, but 3, we'll just treat these 3 like it's 4. All right, so the idea is I'm going to split it up into each little section, try to make a big, giant chord out of it. Let's see if it works, or if it just ends up with more noise. Be a fun experiment. There we go, some nice wiggly guys. So we'll take these, put them down here. You know, we're just gonna hard pan everything because I'm gonna do 2 of everything. And then we can play with the pan of it through the bus later, but now let's just keep it simple. Alright, so there's our root note. Now I'm going to try 2 notes for the next one. I'm going to go. So. Yeah, I'm going to try it like that. And add that on top. I'll do that one more time. Felt like I could do that a little better. So let's try it again. I like that one. It's an old phrase that they say around the studio is, it's good enough for rock and roll. All right, let's double that. I already didn't like where that was going. I know we could do that better, so let's go ahead and try. You know what I need? I haven't had any of this yet. Need some water. That's a lot better. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Terrible timing again. Come on, guy. You got water in you. What's the problem here? Wow. You'd think the water would help. All right, third to charm, I guess. Now we lay in the one I call the decider note. And that's the one that's on the third string. I call it the fourth string because I count from the top. Well, depends on what you call the top. I count it backwards from how you're supposed to count it. But the decider of a major or a minor is this guy, you know? So that's going to be our major. And that makes it minor for that one. So it's only a half step, even though we've been doing full steps for the other notes. So let's try to lay this squealy boy in there and see if my theory works or if it just makes it more noisy and annoying. That's a little noisy. Let's do one more try. But I liked it. I was a little too wiggly with the notes. But I like making them wiggly. That's kind of the point of why I'm doing this. Because you can't really wiggle a whole bar chord to make it big. So let's see if this works. Let's try it one more time. Alright. Third's the charm for the timing. Let me turn up this click track a little too. It's a little quiet for me. You know, the timing could be better, but there's a phrase that they say in the studio when it comes to recording guitars. It's good enough for rock and roll. Well, let's double that. go. It's pretty nice. So now, we're gonna do 2 at a time the creamy top notes. So we did 1 string, 2 strings, 1 string, 2 strings now. These top notes are gonna be just like that. All right, let's try those in. See if we can't make big bar chords that wiggle. Fair enough. So let's do one more of those. See what we've got all together when we play them. Pretty cool. I do hear a lot of noise. I am playing through an amp into a microphone too. And this guitar has what they call single coil pickups. And they make a lot of noise. They pick up a lot of noise. So that's one of the problems with the way I do it here, but I do like it. I like the way it sounds. I don't have any effects or anything on it. That's just the amp, the guitar coming right in. But there's a trick you can do with these guitars, which is to line the inside with a copper tape, which creates a Faraday cage, which might be a little too much information for you, but the long and short is it'll reject a lot of that radio interference. So I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of weeks here. I have the tape, but I have to take all the strings off and rip this baby apart to do it. And you know, it's not every day you want to have surgery on your baby, so. But, you know, if we keep doing this, we're gonna need the guitar to be squeaky clean for these recorded tones, so. So let's hear what these sound like, all grouped together. So this is just a bar chord. All we really did was play this. Actually, I'm gonna do a double of that as an experiment too, and we'll see which one's cooler. Since we're really just doing this as an experiment. So we'll make 2 more tracks here. And I'll just record 2 of those, which is essentially what this is. It's just a stereo pair of bar chords. Downstroke flavor on those. Let's double that. And then we'll see our mad experiment. Uh-oh. Little rush, but who cares? I think the 3rd one, but you know what? I like to cheat. I don't like to use quick keys. If there's one thing you know about me, I hate quick keys. You have to use the mouse for everything. They have quick keys in these softwares. You don't want to learn those. Oh, I rushed the 4th one. You can see it right here. Look at that. That disastrous beast. Now, ideally, guitar should always be a little behind the beat. So you can see I did, you know, I'm like right on the beat. Doing okay with that. But look, I'm early here. Early is the worst. A little late's nice. This is pretty nice right here too. This, terrible. So what I'm gonna do, just for this one, just because I felt it when I played it. You can get nitpicky with this stuff if you want, but I think you should just, in a moment like this, just do the ones that bother you. And there we go, a nice clean rhythm on that guitar for that section. It's gonna come right on the one. How about that? All right, so we're gonna keep those muted. And let's try our experiment first and hear those. Let's just play through them, see what they sound like. Let me delete these little tails and ends. Let's get rid of this. Nice perfect loop. Same with the intro, even though, you know, I don't usually do that either. We'll usually have a better way about it, but just for now. It sounds dreamy and spacey. Let's see compared to these now, because there are effects and stuff. It's always going to sound a little different than just playing the guitar. Well, those are a lot more meaty, and the other ones are more dreamy. I really like the experiment, the way it turned out, because it does give it a little sweet character. What I don't like is what I did chopping off the intro of everything. So we're gonna make a group of these. Let's call it group one, because I'm lazy. And we'll just do that. And we'll fade the intro, so get rid of that hiss. Hopefully it comes in a little, that's a little better now. Now, these ones are suffering more from every timing mistake and all of that as well. So if I wanted to be, you know, if I wanted to go in, let me take off this group again. If I wanted to go in and fix these, this one would benefit even more from a little timing help, because there's so many instances occurring. But it also is giving it part of that, you know, chimey, chorusy effect that it has. So I'm not going to go too nuts, but I'm going to just eyeball some of them that poke out really early or late, and just nudge them in a little. Yeah, see, that's despicable. All right, let's take it back to here and see if we can go with it. Yeah, these are a little early too. In fact, I might have been early for this whole take. Let's see how bad it is back here. Yeah, up until here, we could nudge everything. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna help. And this poor guy, he's really adventurous. Yeah, let's take both of these. And this is kind of nitpicky. You know, I say guitar jam, but this is part of the jam for me. Getting things all squeaky clean. And like I said, I'm not gonna do every little thing. I'm just gonna find ones that really stick out, like this one as well. It's really bugging me. You know, this isn't like a final record we're making. That's the kind of stuff I get into if I'm really working on a project. That's for sure going to do something. I might get really nitpicky about this stuff, but today we're just gonna do a little bit so we can see how much better it sounds if it's a little tighter. Yeah, that's all pretty fine enough. I'm not seeing anything too tragic. It's really the rushed ones. Oh, these ones I don't even care about as much either. Let's see, any more really bad guys? These are all pretty good. This guy's kind of evil at heart. We need to get rid of him. He wasn't raised right, so we need to push him out of the side a little bit. And then this guy doesn't have quite the confidence he should. We'll put him in place there. All right, now I am doing the nitpicking I said I wasn't going to do, but I'm already here. If you're already in there, you might as well get a little extra work done because, it's better than coming back later. Good going, this great googly moogly. We are really editing this a lot more than I wanted to, and I'm apologizing for that because you didn't come here to watch me nudge guitar regions to the left and to the right by 10 milliseconds at a time. But here I am doing that, so thanks for your patience. But let's hear what these sound like a little cleaned up now. I think it's gonna be a little nicer. Oh no, do you see this one? He poked out at me like an angry badger. I just can't have that. All right, let's fix him up a little. These fades are important because you get in the track if you don't fade it. And sometimes you even get up in the track if you do fade it, which makes me very irate with Pro Tools. Especially when a bunch of people are in the room waiting for you. That's always really fun. All right, great googly moogly. We got this guy's a little bit of a disaster. We'll fix him too. He's just so early for the party. He's like the guy that shows up. There's like an 8 p.m. party and he's there at 6:40. And he's just sitting there waiting while you're trying to set shit up. All right, yeah, this guy too. He's a little anxious. He doesn't have anything going on. He just wants to get in the door, but we're not gonna let him in yet. All right, that's about enough editing for now. I say that, I just keep seeing him. This is just humility. Look at this guy. There we go. That's just I just did bad work. That wasn't anybody's fault but mine. I don't know, that's gonna be. Now the key with this is, look, I was nudging everything, which maybe it needs. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, you want to be careful. You cut just the note, because you'll end up nudging stuff you don't want to. And then you'll be like, great googly moogly. Why did I do that? All right, move this one back. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I think I'm doing this, But I think you'll be able to tell the difference. And if not, you can find the time stamp and then just set up one window with the time stamp from when I played it before, and then set up another window with the time stamp of when I play it now. And then you can go back and forth as many times as your heart desires to see how much these timing edits have helped the overall power and grace of the sound. Now the other thing we're going to do, which might be crazy, is we might gate them or expand them a little bit, since, like I said, we're introducing a lot of noise here. But the point is to jam, not to get too nerdy on the engineering stuff, so we'll see. I think this might be enough for today, because I'm getting a little carried away here. But if anybody knows anything about me, it's that I love editing. All right, here we go. All right, you can see where I focused on certain areas and not others, so good for me. Let's make sure. Yeah, there's just all sorts of nightmares over here. What a disaster this is. Do you see? Why didn't you guys tell me? I thought you guys were my friends. You should have warned me. All right, one more. All right. Whew. That would have been a nightmare. If I would have hit play and we would have heard that, your ears would have probably, they probably would have gave out. You would have to just start listening to Yanni for the rest of your life. Something very soothing, maybe some Kenny G. And you wouldn't be able to listen to, say, Slipknot anymore ever again. Your ears just wouldn't be able to handle it anymore. So we're gonna just get this really nice tight time. And I'm cheating these poor guys. These two actual winners are just not getting the treatment the other ones are. Great googly moogly. See, this guy's a little late. Why not bring him in? And this guy's a little early. Some of these are gonna sound just really tight. And then the problem with that is every little one will be even more noticeable now that isn't fixed. Great googly moogly. Do you see that one? Oh my. All right, let's grab that. And then I'm gonna be done. You know, I could do this all night, as I mentioned. You know, but look at this one. That's terrible. You know, who's responsible for that? You know, get them on the line, please. That's unacceptable. Same with this. This is the ones I said I wasn't going to touch. I lied. You see that? Boom, boom. All right. So we're done with these. And let's just play them back and see what that did for us. Oh, look how early this one is. And look, I even edited this one still early. Nudging it, got it in the way there. Okay. Much better, much better, much better. Ooh. Super early. All right. You know, it's kind of like that, the game when you would go to Chuck E. Cheese or, I don't know what the equivalent is, Shakey's Pizza. And they have the little gophers that'll pop up and you just gotta whack them. Whack-a-mole, I think is what it's called. And so basically editing these guitars is essentially like whack-a-mole. You just find the mole, you whack it. You know, thankfully for Pro Tools we have, you know, the perfect one of the drums right here. So we know, oh, this guy's a little late. This guy's a little late. And this guy's a little late. And this guy, he's a little late. All right, so we're gonna move these into place, and then we're gonna peel it back. We're gonna put a little crossfade there because we don't want pops and clicks. All right, so we're done editing these. Let me just make sure this is okay. Well, that, you know, that's gonna be fine. All right, so let's hear what we got here, and let's see if that made any improvements. I love it. Sounds really nice and clean. And I don't know if you noticed the difference, but I do. I have a finicky ear. And if you don't notice the difference, go ahead, go back to the earlier version and just set up another window here. And then you set up a window over here. Yeah, on your screen, you'll have one here. Maybe you put it, oh, see, it's so hard in the mirror here. Okay, maybe you have one here and here. And then you can hit play. And then you just let it pause it, and then go to this one, and then just hit play, and then you can go back and forth and see if you hear a difference. So let's hear it one more time. Great googly moogly, these guitars sound really good. Great googly moogly, great googly moogly. Oh, it's a nice simple progression. Great googly moogly, these sound good. So another good thing to do at this point, oh yeah, the other experiment, is we could play them all together. And this is when we're gonna wish we fixed the timing of the other ones. Now, you know, I thought I was gonna like it, I already don't. So we're just gonna get rid of these. And you know, people would hate me for this, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete them. Oh no, it's digital, you could save everything. I don't care. I don't want those. And another thing we're gonna do here is very quick EQ on each of them, just to kill the main lows and the high. I'm just gonna go down to like maybe 85 or something, and then this guy we're gonna bring him down to like a 12 or a 10. Because believe it or not, them highs and lows are not so nice in the meter. So we're just gonna put that on every track individually. We're gonna pause this, and we're just gonna render this as its own beast, just like this. We're gonna commit it. Bum, 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 bum. And there it is. And now we can just make these inactive. And look at that. I could duplicate this so that I have it for the next things. We'll just have that available for our next parts. We don't want to confuse everything though. And then we can just get rid of all this. Just get rid of it. Forget about it. So here's our new loop. Yeah, we're just gonna loop that. So we don't even have to think about anything anymore with that. And we're just gonna loop this into oblivion. We got a nice 90 BPM tempo going on. And we're gonna loop this up to about 10 or 11 minutes. It's a little loud, we're gonna turn it down a little bit. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna wanna do for my guitar jam, for me to jam guitar, alright, I'm gonna need a little drum beat. We'll go to my samples here. Where's the sample that I need sample? You know, I had this cool little, yeah, these ones were kind of fun last time. I just got some nice drum loops that are easy to work with. 86, so this will time stretch it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's so loud. Oh, so loud. You know what I think's going on here is one of my preferences. Let me see here. Let me check. Something's probably messed up. Playback engine. Forget where it is on this one. It's been a minute. Hardware maybe. Very strange. Oh, there should be speed. All sorts of strange things are going on over here. Yeah, I forget where it is right now, but I know there's a section. There's a section where the audition path is. I don't know. Let me see again. Maybe I'm messing things up. Why are we here now? Oh, I had it all the way down. That'll do it. All right, so let's try this with the beats. And if you're in the chat, let me check the chat because I'm really bad at that. Okay, let's see here. Big love to CK9C and Olivia Fawnholtz, who are in the chat. Shredding guitar here, destructive recording. Oh yeah. Always destructive because when you have too many options later, you end up driving yourself crazy. It's nice to just wake up and only have one thing to think about. This is too much for my brain. Yeah, I'm probably going into a lot of details that you wouldn't get if you're into music. So I'm gonna try to keep it a little simpler on some of the stuff. And pretty soon we're just gonna jam, you know? I'm setting it up a little longer today because I wanted to experiment with the sound. But, so let's try it right now. We're just gonna add a little drum loop. And also, how does it sound today compared to the other days? Because I'm trying to improve it. I don't know if it is. I think it is. I hope it is. Let me know if the sound is terrible or worse or better. And then we're gonna try to put a little drum loop in here. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's a little... kind of nice, but it's a little, you know, we might go with one of those, you know, just jangle it out. Jangly, he's just so heavy on those hi-hats though. It's just so hi-hat heavy. We can find a little crisper with the hats maybe. Hey, I like that. That might work. He's using the ride instead. Yeah, we'll use this, yeah, it's a little weird too because I think he's going tap tap, which is a little It's a little weird for what I do, but we'll go there, you know, why not? Let's see how it works. And here's the thing I want you guys all to know, by the way. Do not learn quick keys other than Apple duplicate, because duplicate is very hard to do it one by one like this with the Alt key, which I normally would recommend you do. But with the quick key D, you know, you could come all the way back here and then duplicate it and get so much more done fast. But really, I think for the song to soak into the DAW, you do each region separately. And as you can see, we're around the 130 mark here, and we're gonna fill out around, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes of this drum loop. And let's just hear it here. Make sure it's all working at this point. Oh no. See, it's not even working. So it's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, this is a strange beat. I like it. We're gonna have fun with this one. All right, so one at a time, we're copy pasting them. And there we are. You know what, we're just gonna do four minutes. And I don't recommend you do this at home. This is an expert move to select them all and duplicate like that, or, you know. I don't think people should do that, but if you want to try it, you can. Your computer might overheat or something, but we're going to disable the elastic audio and commit, because we're at 90 BPM, people, and we're just going to live there, at least until later. And while this renders, I'm just going to play it from the okay, there we go. You know, sometimes that spinning ball, it scares me. Here's another great thing we can do. I'm just going to play this back from the top. I'll be back in one quick second here, okay? One quick second here. My poor guitar fell over. We're gonna have to make sure it's okay. Let's check the tuning on it. Oh, it's okay, the G string was out of tune, but to be honest, the G string is always out of tune on a guitar for some reason. You can tune it all day and it's still going to be out of tune. At least on a Fender Strat. Or maybe it's the Ernie Ball strings. I don't know which it is. All right, so we're just going to do a little jam over that and see what we can come up with. try to use that one. Let's put that through a little bass treatment. And that gets us in before the 1 too, which is kind of nice. All right, so we'll cut the grid in half. Duplicate this boy. This is gonna be our bass track. It starts right before the 1 like that. So that'll give us an intro. Hey, all right, so we're gonna tune this down an octave. Put it through a little bass amp kind of vibe. I like to use this because it's usually not very good. So I've been using this. Octave 2. I'll just do that, and then there we have a bass part. All right, so let's see if we have that looping to eternity. Looks like we need a little quarter note kind of vibe. And once again, we're not going to use any kind of economical advantages towards quick keys or duplication. We're just going to do it one at a time. Each copy one at a time. That's the way we do it around here. Okay, so let's see what we've got. I'm going to delete this, the rest of all this, and then let's hear it. Oh, that's going to give us so much pre-roll now, though. Let's come here instead. And the uno, and the dos, and the tres, and the cuatro. poor thing. I'll have to put it through a little bendy. Well, I thank you guys for coming out tonight, spending a little time with me while I play some guitar. It's been a lot of fun for me. Hopefully you guys got some enjoyment out of this as well. I might be back again soon to do this, but I have no real plans, so we'll see. But I really appreciate everybody chiming in, especially Livia and CK9C chiming in the chat, keeping me going. It's really nice. Oh, trying to put this guitar where it won't fall down again. Poor guitar, as you said. Poor thing fell down, but it was still in tune, so I know it didn't take too much damage. It kind of just slid down and I caught it just in time. But this is my baby, you know. You don't want to let your baby fall down. You don't want to let your guitar fall down either. Well, thanks again for coming out, guys. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing to spend this time with you and play guitar, play with my Pro Tools here, click and edit things, and you know. Get those tubby basses. So we'll play it on the out real quick, and one last little playthrough and say thank you guys. Actually, instead of that, I'm gonna do this. I'll play this for you guys. You know what? I'll take it back. All right. So that's it today. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for coming through. You guys are the best.